Intraracial murder. All right. $1980. That's so crazy that 1980 was the worst year for intraracial murder. That's so crazy. I find that crazy, man. Salute to everybody out there. Hit the like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, Don Lemon was the worst anchorman in the history of anchorman. He was horrible. That's so crazy. Yeah, once the Civil Rights Bill was passed, yo, we wasn't even whacking y'all that much. We were all think about it. Blacks always been killing whites more than whites kill blacks. Even in 1959. Since 1959, blacks have killed 103,267 more white people than the other way around. That is insane. We up 100,000. We up 100,000 in murder. We up 100,000. Shout out to Twisted 10, man. I don't know if he trying to give me the finger. You paid $2 to give me the finger, man. Pause. 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 Um, he said, "Where's the video from the thumbnail?" Damn, motherfucker, come here and talk to man this shit. Where's your? Never mind. Never mind. I ain't even go there. Um,
because you are all complicit. I don't know. I'm Iraqi. I came to America 6 years ago solely for just education because that's the least y'all could do to, I don't know, give me some sort of compensation for displacing my family. But that the government coerces you to join the military. So basically, you guys join the military to kill my people, displace our people.
Right. So I'm going to say a few things and then I'm going to leave the conversation. Every tax-paying American and eligible voter technically has a hand in imperialism because of what our tax dollars fund and who we elect into office. But the thing is,
well, go live in a hut in Africa then. Go live in a hut in Africa and be imperialistic over the neighboring tribes. Your chief in your little hut on the savannah in Africa, he gonna imperialize that little area where all the other tribes are. So y'all can have more goats and more cassava leaves and all that BS. Women are so moronic, man. They just don't understand the world. And then black women are even more moronic. Go live in a hut in the African savannah. Cool cat in the building.
I'm going to say a few things and then I'm going to leave the conversation. Every tax-paying American and eligible voter technically has a hand in imperialism because of what our tax dollars fund and who we elect into office. But the thing is, we live in a world with nuance. You condemn us for enlisting and voting for lesser evils as if there is a way around the system and we're just shamelessly choosing to be part of the problem. If you were to condemn someone for buying from Starbucks knowing that they support Israel, that's reasonable because it's 100% a choice at this point.
But she'll eat a candy bar even though those little kids in Africa are being worked like slaves in those cocoa plants, in those cocoa fields. Or she don't even know nothing about that. Wait a second. This woman don't even know nothing about how the chocolate gets in her candy bar. She has no clue. We already did a video on that. Press 1 if you saw that video. This black chick talking about goddamn Arabs over there in the desert, whining about their fate. You'd be a slave over there if you went over there, you moron, idiot.
Like, it's not a necessity. But if you were to shame someone who shops at Walmart when it may be the only thing that they can afford or the only grocery store within their vicinity that they have access to, that's not reasonable. Both consumers are buying from corporations that fund genocide. But it's not that black and white, is it? You willingly came here to receive an education, all to secure a better future for yourself. Black people are doing the same thing when they enlist. You accepted an opportunity offered through a government that you know is actively oppressing others. You work here and contribute.
Every government is actively oppressing others. Do you know what Afghanistan is doing to its women right now? She probably don't know that. She probably don't know that women can't talk in public as of 2 days ago in Afghanistan. Women can't sneeze in public. As of 2 days ago in Afghanistan, she don't know that. Yeah, she's talking about America and oppression and all this crap. Nice looking young lady, just college educated. She's been on this college campuses and she's grown up in Blackistan, and her view of the world is so far from what it really is that it's not even funny.
Contribute to our economy and society. So, how are you absolved of the same responsibility you say we have in the matter? You acknowledge that they coerce vulnerable children and young adults into enlisting. They take advantage of people's ignorance and desperation and dangle basic human needs in front of suffering people, offering shelter.
Those people, listen, where I'm at in Pennsylvania, a bunch of white boys. Listen, I got to do a video, man, where I show you, like in this region of Pennsylvania, they have dead soldiers, pictures of dead soldiers all over the town. You drive down the streets and there's pictures of dead soldiers on poles all over the town. Soldiers that died in World War I, the Korea War, Vietnam. So many white boys in this town, in the neighboring towns, enlist. There's a recruitment center maybe 5 minutes from my house. This is where they get most of their soldiers from. Stop acting like they getting all their soldiers from Blackistan. America getting most of their soldiers from the heartland, from rural white America. That's where the majority of the soldiers are coming from. Press 1.
And money and education and healthcare, a future, a life. And they're the ones catching us stray for wanting to survive? You say we owe you because of the harm we caused you. You speak in a very general manner when regarding us. So you were telling us, descendants of slavery, the people who experienced massacres on this land, the people who have whole towns under bodies of water, the people whose communities were also bombed and continue to be terrorized by the same government that bombed and terrorizes yours. The
So she's comparing what the Israelis are doing justifiably to the Palestinians for what they did that on October 7th. She's comparing that to the black existence in America, or what the government is doing to black people in America.
People who are also experiencing displacement due to gentrifying. You are telling those people that they owe you compensation when they have yet to receive their own reparations. As the saying goes, you can't.
Nice looking young lady, though. Very smart, just don't know shit. Smart, but don't know shit.
Everyone has contact with these corporations, and they proudly have a symbol.
You can't hear shit. Oh well.
You insult my intelligence when they not only they insult me, period. If they think I would tell them anything.
But it would be good, and I think in many ways it might be of some benefit to your organization. You know, if in fact we can eliminate people.
There's no government agency that can ever expect any information out of me that's in any way detrimental to any religious group or a black group, for that matter, in this country. No government agency.
That's fine.
Because they should use that same energy to go and find who bombed that church down there in Alabama.
Well,
and if these government agencies spend as much money and time and energy.
You know what somebody in the South is saying?
You insult my
Malcolm X said no snitching, man.
Amazing about this, that makes me so proud. You can look about anything that's happening, just about anything that's happening in the world today and tie it to slavery. You look at the highways in Atlanta, you look at the naming of Wall Street, you look at sugar that we eat.
You can look at anything now and tie it to slavery. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. This is on CBS this morning. Hit the like button, man. Take the $5 challenge, man. Support the channel. Help the channel. Listen to this shit, man. Listen to this shit, man.
Amazing about this, that makes me so proud. You can look about anything that's happening, just about anything that's happening in the world today and tie it to slavery. You look at the highways in Atlanta, you look at the naming of Wall Street, you look at sugar that we eat. But the thing that stuck out to me was healthcare, that you can tie healthcare to slavery. How?
Absolutely. So there's a piece in there about why we're the only Western industrialized country that doesn't have universal health care. And it starts with opposition.
Ma'am, it's because we have 350 million people. It's because we taken all the world's refugees and asylum seekers and all the people that just want a better life. Amsterdam, Holland, whatever you want to call it, Belgium, they got 5 million people. And they're not taking in 100,000 people a day. Those little teeny countries can afford to give universal health care. Canada got 30 million people. Okay? On a good day. We got 350 million. and that's probably a conservative number. We're probably closer to 400 million. You can't give universal health care in a country that damn big, you moron, you idiot. Press 1.
It's happening, just about anything that's happening in the world today and tied to slavery. You look at the highways in Atlanta, you look at the naming of Wall Street, you look at sugar that we eat. But the thing that stuck out to me was healthcare, that you can tie healthcare to slavery. How?
Absolutely. So there's a piece in there about why we're the only Western industrialized country that doesn't have universal health care. And it starts with opposition to universal health care that occurs right after slavery, when the Freedmen's Bureau was trying to offer free health care to the formerly enslaved. And there was white opposition to that. And so even today, you see with polling that white Americans will reject social programs if they think large numbers of Black people will benefit from them. White Americans will reject social programs if they think large numbers of Black people will benefit from them. White Americans will reject social programs if they think large numbers of Black people will benefit from them.
Amazing about this, that makes me so.
Salute the Platinum Plague, man. He says, I suppose Chinatown was built by slaves too. Of course it was, man. We built Chinatown, man. One order of 4 chicken